Hello, and welcome to Alcohol-Free Radio. I'm your host, Chris Becker, and I'm excited to have you join us. Whether you are new to the amazing and growing alcohol-free community or someone who is already familiar, we hope you enjoy our program. This is where you can hear from some people making a real difference, whether as brewers or producers of amazing beverages, influencers in the community, authors, storytellers, and more. We aim to break it down and bring it all together. Our goal is simple: to build awareness about this great community and to help make alcohol-free fun, easy, and tasting great. So here we go. Enjoy. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Alcohol-Free Radio. I am here in New York City in Sèchey and about to meet Emily, and we will be talking a bit about her founder story in South Carolina all the way to New York and what's going on with her place here and beyond. So enjoy. Hey everybody, here we are in the West Village and we are about to meet Emily from Sèchey and celebrate her new store opening. So come on inside and let's take a look. So here we are on the front of the store, some great experience-based and setups here with some of the brands I think some of you hopefully know and love. But as you can see, it's really built out to kind of let people both all the way to the front, which has some seating areas where some people were just enjoying some drinks, all the way through into the back. And here we are. Who do we have here? Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Emily Heintz, founder of Sèchey.
Hi, and I'm Jessa. I'm the Director of Brand Operations.
All right. So we are going to head over here to the seating area and spend a bit more time with Emily and bombard her with some questions about what's going on. So first of all, thank you for the time. Yeah, we'll have to get in a little close. It's actually wider than it looks, but it's okay. So I will put the spotlight on you.
Do I talk to you or the camera?
I'm kind of both. Like our camera at the office has little googly eyes to remind me to look so that they're the audience. So spotlight's on you. They know what I look like. So I'll step aside. So yeah, I obviously want to get to what's happening here, but would like to kind of go back to the beginning. How did you get into what you ended up doing in Charleston, and a bit about your philosophy? I think you and I have talked a bit about it, but I'd like to kind of highlight that in terms of where you see that going from a merchandising perspective, but also kind of where alcohol-free fits in, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Well, my origin story is that I was drinking a lot during the pandemic and took a few 30-day alcohol-free breaks and started buying online some of the brands that we know well and realized the opportunity for the category as I've been in retail for 28 years and recognized this was probably a movement that was going to go somewhere. I started brainstorming some ideas. If I were to come up with a multi-brand specialty retailer, what would the name be? Okay. And Sèchey is a nod to the French word for dry, which is sèche, or to be dry, sécher. Our philosophy is really about drinking less and living more. It's not about no alcohol versus all the alcohol. We call that alcohol flexible, which is really about introducing more choice into our celebration, our socialization, the way that we connect with other individuals. Okay. Alcohol doesn't have to own that, right? Like there are other alternatives. So our mission is to increase the convenience, the awareness, and also the education around this category and how to leverage it both at home or when you're celebrating outside the home. Okay. And you've lived all over, but you originally built out your business in South Carolina, in Charleston. So tell us a bit about that and a bit about the philosophy of how you've built out the experience. Yeah, well, Charleston was by design. I was living in Charleston during the pandemic and after the pandemic, and decided to test the concept in a very heavy drinking town. So I launched the site in September of 2021, just a little over a year ago, and started with e-commerce and local delivery. And with the demand, I had the confidence to open a pop-up shop. So I did one during the holiday. It went really well. Couldn't find a space because no one believed in this. No landlords believed that I could make money at this. So I had to sign, finally found someone that was willing to take a risk for 6 months. Moved into that space in February, and then was able to find a permanent location. So we're relocating and reopening in Charleston on November 15th. While that store was being built.
You were bored?
I wasn't born. But
had extra time on your hands?
I wish. New York was not a plan. This was most definitely a happy accident. I have a very strong network of retail executives, and someone brought this space to me that just came on the market. I flew up to New York, saw it, signed the lease, and that was 6 weeks ago.
All right. Wow. Okay. And I think that speaks to your experience in terms of what you already had and building out in Charleston and your retail experience to be able to get from there to here that quickly. Because I can tell you it's, now Emily told me, there's a million other things to do, and I'm sure that that's true, but it is pretty built out. So if anyone is in New York and in the West Village, what's the address on Hudson Street?
632 Hudson.
632 Hudson. We have added it to our Better Without app, although we're just building that out. We're trying to catch up to Emily. So it's here. And I think one of the things I really like is just coming in myself. When I was coming in to meet you in person for the first time, some folks were sitting outside enjoying some drinks. So at first I was walking down Hudson and I'm familiar with the street. So I was like, I think that's it, but it almost looked, or is it a restaurant? It was a happy learning to see that it was both. So tell me a bit about that experience, even right there. People can come in and test and try.
It's tied to our philosophy of retail as discovery and experience, so people can come in and enjoy and recreate what they might do with alcohol. So this is a tasting lounge and bottle shop. And we want to be known as a destination for all things celebration. So we'll have a flower pop up here. You can grab some flowers, grab a gift, a card, an alcohol-free, bubbly, or learn how to make cocktails without alcohol. We want to have events, and secretly, there's a downstairs speakeasy that will be open periodically for events, and our brands are open to rent it and highlight what they're doing with their own brand. Cool. Yeah, but it's a 1920s Prohibition era speakeasy.
I love it. Like it was originally, like that. It has that history, designed of that. That's great.
One, because this building has a lot of history.
Yes, and that is
old school New York.
Yeah, some of the, at least some of the speakeasy locations are. You're fitting right into.
It has a secret door. It's down the back staircase.
You're halfway there.
And you can try products and then come upstairs and buy them.
Cool.
Or sit outside and enjoy them.
Wow. Okay. So, and it's end of September. We're going into Sober October. Anything you want to call out, or kind of things that you're emphasizing as we go into Sober October and then the holiday season and beyond, both here and in Charleston?
In Charleston. Yeah. Sober October for us is just a place for the brands to come, do tastings. We'll have a full calendar. We want everyone to be partners in this journey. Yeah. And then we convert to permanent here in New York on November 1st and have a little bit more of a formal schedule. Okay. And wine tasting classes, things like that. I love it. Okay. Yeah, but October is really, let's all just try and learn and have some fun with this new space. We're happy to be here, and we're really just getting the word out. We were not allowed to tell anyone about this until 2 weeks ago today. Awesome. Because the New York Times had an embargo on us to not announce. So we're just now getting the word out. Yes, and I saw that. I will do anything for the New York Times. Yeah. Well, and Florence has been a real promoter. Yeah. Who was the writer who did the story. I think that's how I found out. So the embargo worked. Mm-hmm. We've done some work with her, and she's great as she's interested in what's happening in this space. So it's the perfect person to have helped with the announcement, and obviously in the New York Times. Yeah. So congratulations. Thank you. So for all of you, as I said, in the Charleston store, what's happening? Yes. There? So the Charleston store will reopen formally on November 15th, and similar format. Tasting lounge. We had to get an alcohol license in South Carolina. Interesting. South Carolina. So we actually are going to be very alcohol flexible at that location and test out what that looks like. Mm-hmm. We'll be pouring low alcohol and no alcohol, but only for purchase is alcohol free. Got it. Yes. Okay. So that's going to be fun to test and see how that works with the customers there. But yeah. That is so great. Well, so if you happen to be in either South Carolina or New York, obviously come check out Sèchey. Welcome to New York. It was a great way to start off with that coverage. So congratulations again. Yes, thanks for visiting us. Looking forward to talking to you more and seeing where things go. And thanks everybody for watching and listening. Take care.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Alcohol Free Radio. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a message on social media or through email at hello@betterroads.com. Great to be here with you all together. Take care.